Hey coaches, I wanted to make this little video just for you, just for the coaches out there, not the prospects but and customers and so on, but just coaches. I want you to go Emerald by December, and if not by December, then by at the absolute latest by the end of the year. You want to be Emerald and a club member by the end of the year because Beachbody is launching 10 new TV programs in addition to the infomercials beginning January 1st when everybody is making those resolutions to sign up and get healthy and things like that. And if you're not Emerald and a club member, then a lot of that you're not going to see. You're not going to benefit actually from any of that. You're not going to benefit from. But the ones that actually do make it to Emerald and are a club member are going to benefit. And we're probably going to run circles around you in terms of our business growth and most importantly, the number of people that we are helping get healthy. So don't miss out on that. Now, to get Emerald, it doesn't take much. You only need to find two people who want to do this with you, just two. You could even find people that just want to reap the discounts in Shakeology and could care less about the business, and you're still going to be an Emerald. That's incredibly easy to do, guys. But it doesn't matter how easy it is if you don't stay connected to your upline, and I know this applies for most of you. Most of you do not stay connected to your upline, therefore most of you are failing at your business. That's just the honest to God truth. And you gotta be real about that and see that for what it is. And then pull yourself out by connecting to your upline, connecting to support, interacting more with Beachbody coaches, attending a training call once a week, reading 10 pages of a good book every day, listening to 15 minutes or more of good audio every day. These are little bitty things that doesn't take a lot of time, if much time at all. Some of these things don't take any time. But you just got to do them a little bit of something every day, and that makes all the difference in the world. You can get two people by the end of the month. You can get two people certainly before the end of the year. You just got to be plugged into it. Use those third-party tools. And if you're struggling getting your first coach or your first two coach, I want you to ask yourself these questions and be honest with yourself. Otherwise, these questions just don't have any value to them. They really don't. Number one, how many books have you read? Are you reading at least 10 pages a day? If you're not, you got to start doing that. If you need book recommendations, let me know. I would start with The Slight Edge by Jeff Wilson. Brilliant book. And it's also what the game plan is based off of. Number two, are you listening to 15 minutes or more of good audio a day? Um, Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn is a good one to start with. To this day, it's my favorite piece of audio that I've ever heard. That you can listen to in your car. You're going to be driving anyway, most of you, at least 15 minutes. You don't even have to spend extra time out of your day to do that. And that's going to make a huge difference. Between the reading and the audio, over time, that's going to make all the difference for you. So the third thing I want to ask about what you're doing that will help you identify why you're struggling is, are you connected to your upline? Is there any, are you connecting to anybody that's helping you? I mean, are you talking to me? Are you talking to other Beachbody coaches who are successful? Are you talking to and interacting with other coaches, period? Are you are you finding motivation from other people, the right people, the ones that are going to nurture you? You got to have those healthy relationships. You have to. And are you affording yourself every opportunity that you can to learn something new, even if it's just one thing a day? Are you doing that? Or is your personal growth just sort of stagnant right now? Your business isn't going to grow unless your personal growth does. So you got to be connected to people in the various ways that I just mentioned. And have you taken advantage of the concept of leverage? Leverage is what makes this easy. Leverage is what makes it so you don't have to spend a lot of time doing this. For example, I've got hundreds and hundreds of pages worth of articles that some coaches are using as leverage to conjure up interest in their business, and they didn't spend any time on it. They've leveraged hundreds, maybe thousands of hours that I spent on these articles. That's just one example. Another example of leverage is, and probably a more powerful one, are the Beachbody third-party tools that they give us. Guys, I know a lot of network marketers, and a lot of you out there have done network marketing in other companies, and one thing I've heard consistently, no exception, there is no other network marketing company in the world that gives us the third-party tools that Beachbody does. So if you're not using them, you are totally, absolutely robbing yourself of opportunity here. You got to use those tools. Use the Introducing Team Beachbody third-party tool. I use that video all the time, and guess what? I'm signing up coaches. I'm signing up Shakeology users. The 100 Doctors one, that's my other favorite one that's fairly new. They just came out with that a few weeks ago, actually. I use the 100 Doctor one a lot. Anytime I talk to somebody with health ailments or somebody who expresses an interest in trying Shakeology or asks what it is, I send them the 100 Doctors video. And I get new Shakeology users all the time. Are you? Have you gotten any yet? Have you gotten at least two? enrolled for the coach discounts even, so that you can go Emerald and be part of that, first quarter of 2011 where everybody's signing up to get healthy. Believe me, guys, you want to be Emerald by January 1 of 2011. If you're not, then you're robbing yourself of some incredible opportunity to help a lot of people and also to better your financial situation at the same time. So you got to do those things. And when you're talking to people, coaches, oh man, make sure that you do not engage in factual conversations about Team Beachbody or Shakeology. You cannot do that. People will object. They'll say they're not interested. They'll make up excuses. And you know what I'm talking about. A lot of you just approach a few people, they say no, and they give you reasons that they may be BSing you, and then you quit, and you don't even do anything to advance your perspective, like staying connected with your upline so that you can refine your efforts and things like that. And you stop. That's bull. You shouldn't be doing that unless you want to, but I don't know why anybody would want to be a quitter. Um, when you talk to people about these things, you cannot talk about facts. Talk about your why. Why is that important to talk about your why? Because they cannot argue with it. It's your truth. It applies to you. Nobody's going to argue with why you're doing this. And you don't even have to memorize any scripts for it because it's your why. But when you start getting into facts, like how much does it cost? What's it all involve? What's in it? Or whatever it is, don't go there with people. That's when you want to get their name and their email address or their number so that you can send them the 100 Doctors video and let that explain the facts for you. Another beautiful thing about those third-party tools is that, well, not only does it alleviate all pressure from both sides, but it also puts you on the same page with somebody who might be an expert like myself. I know this business pretty well, like the back of my hand, and I know the products really well. But none of that matters. And even though I know these things really well, I don't even get into those conversations. As soon as somebody asks me questions about the facts, I just that's when I tell them I need your name and your email address, and I can send you something on that. And then I follow up with a question such as what did you like best about it or what made the most sense to you. I never ask a yes or no question. You don't want to do that. But I'm on the same page as all of you guys. The only difference between me and unfortunately a lot of you is you're not plugged into this. And it is so simple. It is first grade level stuff. It really is. And once you realize how simple it is, a lot of you out there that have been doing this or at least signed up a while ago, you're going to kick yourselves for not staying connected and learning what you can and basically learning how easy this is to get this going. So that's my call to action for all of you coaches. Hopefully you've watched this entire video. If you're stagnant, then maybe that's why you don't watch the videos that people who are trying to help you send you. Maybe you don't read the emails that people are trying to help you send you. Maybe you're not attending the training calls that, we do these things because we want to help you succeed. But if you turn them off, or you just don't watch them or read them, I mean, that's all on you. You are robbing yourself of tremendous opportunity here. And I can only assume that you signed up because there's something about your life that you wanted to change, except I don't know what your problem is. Maybe you're too lazy to, or too busy, or who knows, whatever it is. I don't know. If you're too busy, that's why you got to take at least 5 minutes and learn about the concept of leveraging so that you don't have to take much time out of your day to do this. It's just a question of being informed. If you're not informed, then you're making uninformed decisions, and that is not an intelligent thing to do. It's not in your best interest, and it's not in the interest, more importantly, of the people that you could be helping get healthier and live better lives. So take that message to heart, coaches, and re-examine why you're doing this. Get connected. I hope to hear from some of you that I haven't heard from in a while. We need to get you going. Unless you just lost interest in this whole deal, that's different. But if you're still interested in this and you haven't quit, then get in touch with your upline coach. Get in touch with me. Let's get going on this. Let's get you Emerald before December, certainly before January. That's my call to action, guys. Thank you.